Today, we're going to be talking about how to stop judging yourself. So, the first thing that you actually want to do is start noticing and catching your brain when it's judging you. So, I want you to think about, are there certain scenarios, are there certain situations where your brain is more likely to judge you? What does it feel like when your brain is judging you? Because by coming up with some of these ideas ahead of time, it's going to be easier to notice in the moment. Another thing that you can actually do is look at, like, okay, when's the last time that your brain judged you? And then when's the last couple times that the brain judged you? Just start to notice, like, what does your brain typically like to judge you for? What is it like to judge you about? When does it like to judge you? Just so you can start bringing it more into your awareness when it's happening. Okay. So then when you do actually notice that your brain is judging you in the moment, what I like to do is I like to stop it and then redirect it. And so what this could look like is your brain telling you, like, hey, just so you know, that's not good enough. It's not going to work. It's not going to happen. And then I like to say some kind of phrase that really stops it from doing that. Like, actually, we're not going to talk to ourselves that way. We're not going to speak to ourselves in this way. We are not thinking about this right now. We are not doing this. Whatever it kind of sounds like for you that makes the most sense in whatever situation, telling your brain to stop judging you. And then I like to redirect it to something else. So we're not going to be doing this right now. I really love the thing that I'm creating. I know that this is enough because, and then giving a reason or whatever it looks like, but it's like stopping it, but also giving it something else to think about. Because if we kind of sit there and we're just like, stop thinking that, stop thinking that, stop thinking that, like it's just going to keep bringing it. Instead of it's like, stop thinking that, let's think about this. And then I also like to look at the reason, like, why is my brain judging me to begin with? Is it because it's scared? Is it because it's worried? Is it because it's trying to keep me from doing the thing that I'm trying to do? And then I like to solve for that. So if my brain is scared, I like to offer it and remind it that we're safe, that things are okay. We're going to figure it out. It's going to be all right. And if my brain is trying to keep me from doing the thing, that's when I like to have that compassion where I'm like, oh, I know that you think going after that thing is going to be kind of scary. So, what we're going to do instead is we're just going to go and do this very slowly. It's going to be okay. We can write this thing, we can write this post, we can do this next thing. So, when your brain wants to offer you that judgment, thinking about how you want to respond to it because your brain's going to offer it and then you're going to respond to it. But there's this difference between like your brain offering it and then we're getting into a debate and then we're judging ourselves more and then we're adding to it. Like, no, your brain's going to offer it. We're going to stop. Like, we're not going to keep listening. We're not going to keep doing that. We're telling our brain, like, it's done. We're not doing that. We're going to redirect it to something else and then we're going to move on. And then the brain will probably bring it up again. And it's the same process until eventually the brain's like, oh, we really just don't talk to ourselves this way anymore. Like every time I bring it up, it just gets shut down. So, what you can do today is actually just play around with this. And when your brain wants to judge you, practice that. Practice telling it we're not doing that and then redirecting it. And if you want to create more commitment while you're going after your goals, then make sure to go to createcommitment.com to sign up for the waitlist for my course, How to Create Commitment.